Hi there. A while back I posted something from the archives which was a variation on the in-running scalping technique, whereby one would go in and scalp or place multiple lays trades in various odds on each qualifying runner. If you've watched that video, you'll see that it can be quite intensive on the old finger mouse clicking, and one of the viewers quite rightly made a comment that it would be better if it was automated. Of course, when I made that video, that functionality, automation, wasn't available within Fairbot. What you see running in the background is an automated strategy to do that for me. And I'll let you see the strategy once the race is finished, but essentially what it's doing is much the same as I was doing in that video. It's going in, placing lay trades in each of these, scalping the qualifying runners where the odds are below 10 for lay liabilities of £25 a time, looking for a 2-tick profit, and then going back in again once all the bets are cleared, and that will just keep on running till about 40% of the race is left, and then it stops, and providing the opportunity to green up. So as you can see on the right hand side of the screen there, the bets are slowly going in, they're ticking away with a killer fill. The killer fill varies depending on how far away from the current market position is. It only varies by a second, so if you're near if you're near where the market's operating, it's 5 ticks, then it goes 6 ticks. So I beg your pardon, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds. As you can see on the right hand side there, some of them have different killer fill settings there. So that just chugs along quite happily, and closing out, and eventually the process will actually stop submitting any new bets with a good 40 seconds, 40% of the race still to run, giving you more than enough time to trade out as and when you like. So once this race is done and dusted, I'll let you see the strategy. But as you can see, it's a lot easier on the finger clicking. And the only thing to note here is that you'll see that the market profit and loss button there, we could have traded out for long periods throughout this race. If you were to use this strategy, this implementation, and trade out with that, the strategy is going to keep running, and it will keep on putting in new bets until such times as we hit the 40% of the race still to go mark, and then it will stop. So you need to be aware of that. Okay, so that's us more or less getting to the 40% stage. So we no more new lays are submitted. We've still got one outstanding, well actually two, so beg your pardon. We've got Carbet, which has only got a small back bet waiting, and then we've got 3 waiting on this second place runner, Gris Majeur. We can obviously trade out at any time. I'll just let it run to see if the final back bet's taken, and we'll have a look at the strategy. But yeah, as you can see, that's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to use. Right, rather than wasting time, let's just trade out and green that up, and we'll have a look at the strategy. Right, first of all, I've got a green up option at the bottom to green up the market irrespective of whatever the P&L is. I haven't decided if I want that yet or if I want to do it manually, so I've just got that disabled within the strategy for the moment. But essentially this strategy has a separate rule for each offset or each lay column, if you will. So the first one goes in 1 tick below the current market price, so it will be in this column, then that column for the next one, third one down is 3 ticks away, and then although I'm not showing enough columns, as an actual, it'll go in 4 ticks away as well. It places a lay bet for a lay liability of £25 and a tick offset of 2. And you'll see here the first one that's nearest the market action is in the market for 7 seconds before being killed, 8 seconds for the next one, 9 seconds and 10 seconds. Okay, also notice the execute is 30 times at 15-second intervals, and the first one is placed 10 seconds after the race goes in play. Now the reason it's saying 30 times is to essentially, for longer races, have lots of time in the market for doing this. Obviously in a short 5 furlong sprint you'll be lucky if it gets executed twice. But what actually happens, so this will carry on going, and what stops any bet being submitted is the conditions. This condition here, remaining percentage must be greater than 40%. So in other words, as soon as there's only 40% of the race left, even though the execute option is going to try and go every 15 seconds, no bets will be laid because that criteria there isn't matched. Now also the criteria is you only place these trades on runners where the current back price is less than 10. And then secondly, this is the important condition here. It checks to make sure that there isn't any back bets that are unmatched in the market. In other words, if a lay bet's been placed and the offset closing back bet hasn't been taken yet, you don't want to go in and place another lay bet on that runner, because all you're going to do is increase the liability on that runner. So those are essentially the 3 conditions that prevent or control how these lay to back trades are going into the market, and that's it. What I am finding on larger fields, this behaves quite slowly. The only real way around that is to minimize the number of columns that we're entering into, to be perfectly honest. That's the only way I can see of doing it. Or of course don't do it on large fields, but certainly on smaller fields it's working fine. It may be better to do it on a much more powerful machine than my aging laptop as well, of course. But that's essentially it. So you're welcome to just screenshot that and have a look at the settings and play around with it if you wish. And we'll just switch that off there. Okay, thanks for watching.